You're just like, I just don't understand. I'm sorry that I don't come in, like, hang out with the group or whatever, and
I'm sorry. Your information that you received was totally inaccurate.
Okay, so maybe...
And it wasn't just me and April, and I want to look past that, but what I need you to know is that there were 8 other people that had concerns with where your vote was going to be, and maybe they got slid to the side or something, and maybe it makes sense to highlight us to pin you against us. I don't know.
We're women.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that makes sense. Who knows?
It's easier to blame the girls against the girls.
But, I mean, I guess it just, like, it came down to the fact that, like, after yesterday, it just didn't seem like my relationship with anybody was the same, which killed me. And it's like, the majority of my time is sitting outside on the couch, and it's only because it's the only place that I can have a cigarette.
Okay, I'm going to say something, Ange. I think it's because you were all constantly with Brian.
Yeah, you chose to be out there.
And it kind of made it like, oh, she's with Brian. When the rest of the house looked at it like that.
I'm not going to at all deny the fact that Brian and I were good friends.
Oh, man, my foot's falling asleep.
And the thing about it is that I knew that Brian was going to be going home, and everybody else knew Brian was going to be going home. You guys,
you guys didn't. You can't say that. Okay. You guys,
no. You say what you need to say.
I know you'll have your moment. I mean, the fact of the matter is that you guys didn't need any of our votes in order to make it happen. So regardless of you guys being worried about me, like, I tried to constantly keep reminding you, but then it just got to the wearing point. It's just like, I mean, what can I possibly do? This is a game, and I want to work with people that want to work with me.
Right.
But you're obviously going to work with the people that you're closest to in the house.
Right.
But it comes down to is that I did give my word.
I'm so tired of getting thrown under the bus.
No.
I'm about to lose it.
Libra, April, both of you guys, and Keisha, you two, the 3 of you guys.
All the time. Just me and you.
And when
she
in fact,
the 3 of you.
I know, but in the fact that
it came out, Libra and April were concerned about her vote all day yesterday.
Can I finish right now? Let me just finish real quick. Your guy, like, that's where it was the constant paranoia. But this is a conversation that I plan on having with everybody in the house, just to kind of, if the thing is if the plan that we had set forth is not still in action or whatever, I've always said, don't come at me, don't blindside me. Let me know what the deal is. It's fine. I just want to know moving forward in this game of where I stand, because, working towards a common goal is going to be better for all of us.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not the person to tell you where you stand. I'm not in that position. And apparently, being thrown under the bus, now this is the 2nd or 3rd time I've been thrown under the bus.
I know your name always comes up.
Oh, and me.
Okay? Just so you know, it was me, Keisha, and Ollie in the bedroom who got everybody together to go upstairs to the Colonel. April wasn't in that.
How did my fucking name get involved in that?
But April's name comes up.
I mean, just tell me. I want to know how my name gets involved and Keisha's name gets backed out of it.
Oh, wait a minute here. I didn't get backed out of anything. That's not what she's talking about.
The 3 people that were, everybody said.
I will tell you.
It was me, you, Ollie sitting in the bedroom.
And we went upstairs and said,
somebody suggested
people together.
It really all comes down to.
But that's fine. I will gladly step up and say about Brian.
I'm not saying it's you.
I'm saying no matter what. I was never close to
What
Brian.
we're saying is it's always me and Libra.
It's always just us.
Always.
Never is other people involved. And nobody,
let me tell you the reason why is it's the same reason that you guys had the perception that I was not going to vote Brian out today. Because perceptions are... No, I'm just letting you know that's the thing is we can sit here and yell about it.
It's the same reason why the 8 people...
So the perception is perception.
It wasn't just me.
No, I mean, I was up there. Brian knows that I was up there. I had multiple conversations with Brian, letting him know that I was not going to be voting for him. And the reason... But what I'm saying to you is the reason probably that your name was brought up when the whole thing of going upstairs was only because you guys were the ones to figure out what was going on.
Is that bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
And we weren't the only ones that figured it out.
I'm actually just giving you a logical answer as to why that happened.
Okay. All right.
My big thing is, if I can be honest myself, my big thing is that, and I don't know because it's all hearsay, And I embarrassed myself in front of my family and friends last night by going after Keisha, which was not necessary because of all hearsay. It had nothing to do with this poor girl. It had nothing to do with anything. It had to deal with my paranoia and hearsay.
And resting on my bed, turned into me crying.
Bawling your eyes out. Because Steven said she was bawling her eyes out. Even though... But my big thing is, if I can finish my story real quick, is that I already embarrassed myself once. So I'm like, okay, but when all I have to go on is hearsay, because that's what this whole house is about, and we're hearing that Angie's campaigning, and not just from us two. Angie's campaigning against you guys, her and Brian.
I've heard on several occasions
she hates you.
that you have campaigned
against us.
To several people.
And that you lied to multiple people on the Bible.
For Brian.
Where you made Keisha believe at one point, but Michelle swore
I did not
you were right
ever
in front of
lie
her.
on the Bible. I will tell you the promise that I made when I swore on the Bible. I promised that when Jesse and Rennie were up, when we were talking about letting Brian know before the whole thing went upstairs, I promised that I was going to vote out Rennie with everybody. The 5 girls that were in that room, and Ollie was in the room. That is what I swore on the Bible for. I did not swear about.
I remember her. I swear I did. I remember her. She said, "I don't feel comfortable putting my hand on the Bible," because I kept saying, "I'm like, I didn't make this conversation up in my mind."
I would never ever swear on the Bible unless I am 100% sure that I'm going to be going through with a situation that I swear on.
Okay. Well, this is the thing, though. So, excuse her paranoia and me going, But, I mean, I was calming you down yesterday, wasn't I? I said everything is going to be fine. But apparently, I'm the one that is going around, what's Angie going to do? But when you come back and you ask a couple people in the house, what we got here, where's the vote? We need a vote for Brian. I'm sorry.
How else are we supposed to believe anything?
I'm just talking to you straight.
Yeah,
Well,
straight
that's
up.
what I'm happy that